Hey, hello everyone, Bruno here, and today we are going to see and talk about DeepSeek. It's literally everywhere right now. Everybody's talking about DeepSeek, and we are going to see how we can test and use this in our .NET project. In case you don't know, DeepSeek become famous because they release a very powerful model that is focused. They have different versions, but one of the most popular one is focused on reasoning, and it's open source. I mean, you can run it locally in your machines, and you can see different versions and comparisons here: the DeepSeek-R1, the DeepSeek V3, OpenAI, and more. And again, the number seems to be very, very nice. And yes, there is a full set of versions. You can try different versions. I really, really like it because first of all, you can use it with Olama. I have it already running here. I have my Olama container running. If I open a terminal and I see the models that I have locally, you can take a look here. I have a lot of models. The first one, DeepSeek-R1, is the latest one, so super cool. But if I go back to my code, what I'm going to see here is that, hey, you can even use an API with this model, which is kind of also cheap. You have a DeepSeek as a platform. You can chat with DeepSeek. There are a lot of things that you can do. But today, let's take a look at how you can use this in .NET. So a couple of weeks ago, I showed how we can create a project to run these models locally. So I am going to, the repo is there. This is the project up and running. So there it is. And we can see here that we can start to query models, in this case, to solve this very simple question: solve 2 plus 3, which number is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11. And depending on the model, this is going to get tricky or not. So in example here, 4, it's smart enough to do this. If we test with other model, we are going to see that this is not working. And we can test this if we want with Marco 1. And this is one of the models that I have locally. If I go back to my terminal and I check how the models are working, we can see here that right now we have Marco working in the GPU 100%. The interesting part about these reasoning models, is that you can get an explanation how they get there. Okay, to solve an equation, okay, to validate numbers, this is the step that I get. So if we want to try literally this in this repo with the new model, the only thing that we need to do is, let me go here, copy the name of the model, there it is, and instead of using Marco, let's use DeepSeek. And remember, you have the repository as part of the video. So you can go there, and we have DeepSeek, so let's ask DeepSeek to solve this. In the meantime, because it's going to take some time, let's also clear this and do an Olama PS. So right now we see that we have DeepSeek working with a 100% GPU. I strongly advise to use GPU. And hey, we have the whole explanation here. We have the whole explanation of what we want to do, how it's going to solve, which number is bigger and more. So super, super easy if you want to test this. The code is a piece of crappy code. It's a Blazor application. But as you can see here, you can put the model of the name here, and you have the questions here if you want to solve other problems. So in example, let's change the second question and let's do something like this. Observe the pattern 2, 4, 16, what's come next in the sequence. And let's run this to see what we have there. First question is fine, and the given sequence is 2, 4, 8, 16. So basically assume this. We can tweak this a little, and we can even ask more analogical questions, like in example, let me go here and add this. Have this to head as glove is to what? Let's see what we have here. And by the way, we can easily tweak this to make something more interactive. Don't need to compile every time. So we have here this analogy problem, how this to glove. Let me figure out. Please, I understand the relation between. Okay, we have everything here. And at the end, Answer is hand. The glove is to hand, which is kind of nice. This is what we are expecting. So, hey, super easy. Feel free to test it. Feel free to clone the repo and do more. Super fast video today. Remember, subscribe, like, give me your comments. There is something with reasoning models. I know I've been testing, I've been using those a lot, and I really, really believe that the chance to have to use the big ones, O3, an example, on the cloud or locally like this one, are going to change the way that we are doing application. See you next one. Goodbye.